Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to Pie in the Sky Tours, your one-stop shop for all things Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Today I'm delighted to bring you my review and impressions of the new Aero VR headset by Varjo. I was really lucky to be given a loan unit for a month, so I've been very busy with it, and would like to thank Varjo for this opportunity. There are already some great videos out there about this headset by other YouTubers such as Steve at VR Flight Sim Guy, Mark at Sim Hanger Simulations, and Jose at the VR Pilot. So I definitely recommend checking them out, and I'll leave some links in the description. As you watch the video, please feel free to leave any questions or comments, and you can even add a timestamp if you want to refer to what I'm talking about. And anything else that you want to ask about the headset, just let me know in the comments, and I think it might make for some interesting discussion. The whole point of this video is to really try and explain how good this headset really is, if you're tempted to buy it or not, and hopefully this will help you make that decision. I'm very careful not to overhype this, as quite a lot of you have been asking me if it really is as good as others say, and I can say that uncategorically this is the best VR experience I have ever had. Basically, it's the clarity we're all looking for, so let's get into it. Right off the bat, the headset is impressive to say the least. Honestly, when I first put it on, I couldn't believe how clear it looked. If I were to try and sum up how I feel about the Aero, I would say it's everything you want in VR. Starting off looking inside the cockpit, the dials and instrument panels look absolutely crystal clear. It's amazing you can even see slight reflections hitting some of the glass, which I didn't see so clearly with the G2. The textures are so vivid you can almost feel the different surfaces right in front of you. The colours are very sharp and crisp, which just adds to the depth of detail I'm seeing. Remember, each of your two eyes gets its own mini LED LCD with 2880 by 2720 pixels. Now that is awesome. The Aero has a standard 115 degrees FOV with a high pixel density, which looks brilliant. Even though the field of view is generally less than the other headsets, the large sweet spot goes a long way toward making it feel larger than it is. So those of you who are worried about the 77 degree vertical FOV shouldn't be worrying, because the sweet spot on those lenses just make it feel so much larger. Oddly enough, this headset doesn't have 120Hz image refresh rate capabilities, just 90Hz. Of course they make up for it with custom-made variable resolution spheric lenses with edge-to-edge clarity and no reflections or God rays. The Aero includes the company's 200Hz eye tracking solution, which is paired with an automatic motor-driven physical IPD adjustment that ranges from 57 to 73mm. When you put on the headset, you'll be asked to stare at a white dot at the center of the screen for a few seconds to calibrate both the eye tracking system and your IPD. The craziest thing about this headset is that it enables you to see details you didn't even know were there before. It's kind of like listening to music with monitor speakers compared to on your laptop. You can hear more sounds, and in this headset you do actually see more detail. It is probably the most impressive thing about it, the level of clarity and detail, and the fact that the whole lens is basically one big sweet spot. This means that you never see any kind of blurriness, which makes the whole experience that much better. As I look outside the aircraft, the first thing I notice is the clarity of the landscape, and I notice more and more detail on the ground, as well as in the distance. And that extra detail just adds more realism to the experience, since it looks just about photorealistic at times. As you know, these videos don't really give justice to the amazing visuals I'm seeing in the headset, but hopefully this through the lens footage can give you some idea. Just look at how smoothly it all runs, and you can see the details on the interior of the plane as well. It does still look a bit blurry through the camera, it simply can't pick up what the eyes can see. But check outside the aircraft, the lack of shimmer and the high detail is astounding. This is such a great headset, guys. Honestly, it's the best thing I've seen to date. In terms of performance, the Aero runs better than both the G2 and Quest 2 with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I was actually really surprised at the smoothness, since I wasn't sure something so detailed could run so well. Just to remind you, I am running this on a 3080 GPU with an i9-10900 and 64GB of RAM, and it's running really well. There's also an active cooling system which helps keep the lenses free of mist, which is really useful too. As you may already know, there is no audio source or internal mic in the headset, which is a bit disappointing, but considering most of us have some kind of headset or headphones or mic anyway, it is relatively easy to work around this. I use my AirPods or headphones, and it works fine for chat and audio. You do need base stations to run the headset, so that is an extra purchase. I'm noticing that when running the sim, the GPU is not limited as much as when I use the G2. I've been flying with both the OpenXR and in-game rendering set to 100, which runs just as well as my G2 at 100 and 80 respectively. Overall, the performance is excellent on my system, and this is very encouraging. The headset runs without any hitches and is a joy to use in the sim. Now that's saying something. Remember guys, if you do enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to my channel, because I can show you some great setups, tutorials, tips, guides and more for all things Microsoft Flight Simulator. Also, please do consider smashing that like button, as it helps other simmers navigate my latest videos. The Aero is a very comfortable and lightweight headset, and it has fully adjustable pads and straps to get a very tight fit and fix it to the perfect position on your head. It's incredibly comfortable and very light, which is great for long sessions. I actually spent a good 5 hours over the Andes yesterday and was comfortable throughout the flight. The design is very cutting edge and it really does fit very well. So in terms of comfort, this headset is probably the most comfortable headset I've ever tried. Honestly guys, I'm not overhyping this. This headset is very, very impressive. Now we go on to the sensitive part, which is the price. The Varjo Aero retails for €1,990 or US dollars. On top of that, you'll need to have a base station, or preferably two, to track the headset, which costs $249 each. If you only want to use it in sims, one should be enough, but you will need two for any kind of games which require you to move around. This device is ready to roll with Varjo Teleport VR, a platform for collaborative work between headsets that will eventually have a subscription cost. This device also prepares the user for Varjo Reality Cloud, a platform that will support content streaming from the cloud when it becomes generally available. So it is very future-proof. The Aero from Varjo is hands down the best VR headset I've ever seen. It is a complete game changer, and honestly speaking, it's a revolution in the VR scene. When it comes to buying it, I think finances are a very personal choice, and appreciate it is definitely not cheap. It is aimed at the enthusiast and won't appeal to all. I personally will be making the purchase, but I will need to start saving up now since it certainly isn't a cheap upgrade. But I personally do think it's worth it if you really are into VR. I always find it such a shame that we can't easily try out headsets before committing to buying them. And I hope this video helps you understand what this amazing headset is about, and maybe, just maybe, it will give you enough information to make an informed choice when it comes to purchasing it or not. Again, please remember to leave any questions or comments in the comments section below, and I think it will make for some really good discussion. I'm currently working on some more content to show you how well the Aero performs in Microsoft Flight Simulator, which will include both a performance demo and some more feedback based on what I'm experiencing. I'm also doing some videos with this headset in iRacing for my new sim racing channel called Amber Gambler Racing, so do check it out if you're interested in that too. As always, I hope you find this content useful, and I look forward to making the next video soon. In the meantime, as always, take care and stay safe.